we are going to discuss about the neutralization process. This is our one most important process. Its applications are also there. We'll discuss that also. Fine. So neutralization process. So basically neutralization, neutral word you have to know. Neutral means formation of salt. Fine. So neutralization process means it is a reaction between acid and the base to give what? Salt, which is a neutral substance. Plus, what does it will give? Water. Fine. And what else? Heat is evolved. Heat is evolved. What is the meaning of heat is evolved? That means heat is produced, or the test tube becomes, when you react this tube, the heat is evolved. That means heat is produced. Right. So basically, talking about the neutralization process, it is nothing but a reaction between acid and base. So when you add acid and base in what? Suitable amount. Suitable amount. Fine. So when you add acid plus base, that means reaction between acid and base in a suitable amount, it gives what? It produces what? Salt plus some amount of water, and heat is also evolved. So this is the basic thing about what neutralization. In this, you have to remember one equation. So acid, we can take anything. We will take HCl, fine, hydrochloric acid. HCl. Base will take what? NaOH, sodium hydroxide will take. Gives what? Salt, which is NaCl, sodium chloride, plus water, we can say H2O, and heat is evolved. So basically, we can say that this is finally an equation. Fine. This is hydrochloric acid plus base, acid plus base gives what? Salt plus water, and heat is also evolved. So this you have to remember, it is in what? Suitable amount. We are going to discuss the applications or neutralization, basically neutralization in everyday life. What are the applications? What are the uses of that? Where we use this and all it's study. So basic concept is that when you add acid plus base, it gives a neutral form. Neutral means it is neither acid or base. Neutral substance means it is neither acid or base. Neutral means salt. Formation of salt, it will give in the neutralization process. So talking about the application, first thing you have to remember, first application we'll talk about what? Indigestion. What is indigestion, or where we come across this word? So basically in a stomach, right? In a stomach, HCl is there, right? HCl, hydrochloric acid. In a stomach, HCl is there, right? HCl is nothing but what? Acid. Now, if acid is in excess amount, so basically what is the function of what? HCl, you have already studied, it kills germs and all, and it helps in what? Digestion process also, right? So it helps in digestion process. So HCl is nothing but acid. It is there in what? Stomach. Now, sometimes what happens is that if because of too much of acid in the stomach, it causes indigestion. So excess amount, more amount of acid there in your stomach, it causes indigestion. So because of that, pain may cause pain and all, stomach pain and all. So basically, to avoid this or to get relief from this indigestion process, we have to take antacid. Now basically what is antacid? It is also acid? No, it's not acid, it's basically a base. So the logic behind, we can say, is that acid is there in the stomach, we have to react with, we have to add base so that it will get neutralized. Basic concept is there. So acid is there, HCl plus what you have to add? Base we are taking as what? Antacid. When you react these two, there will be what? Neutralized. Get neutralized. We can say neutral formation will be there. Fine. Neutral formation will be there. So basically, neutral product will be formed. So basic concept is that acid is the excess amount of acid. To get relief from the indigestion, what you take antacid. Antacid we can say, antacid maybe we can take it as what, milk of magnesia. Magnesia, fine, milk of magnesia. And what is the milk of magnesia? It contains what? It's an antacid. Basically it contains what we can say, magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide, right? So it contains magnesium hydroxide. Milk of magnesia is something but antacid. Antacid is what? Base. Base, when it reacts with the excess amount of acid, it gets neutralized. That's it. So this is the main concept behind what this first application, that is indigestion. So moving on to the second application, that is ant sting. So basically ant sting means when the ant bites, it's generally, it produces, or it, we can say it releases acid that is called as formic acid. Fine. It releases what? Formic acid. No, it releases formic acid, right? So basically what you have to add then, neutralize this thing, you have to add on base. So what is the base we have to use here? That is nothing but, we can say, baking soda. Baking soda. Baking soda, chemical name we can say is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate. So same concept we are applying. See, and when the ant bites, what happens? Formic acid is released into the skin, we can say. So basically we have to add base so that that gets neutralized. Fine. So we can either add baking soda or calamine solutions are also there. Okay, we can use calamine solution, which contains zinc carbonate also. So basically formic acid plus base gives what gets neutralized. The main concept here is neutralization. Acid base gives salt, that is neutral form. Fine. So moving on to the third thing, moving on to the third one, that is soil treatments. So basically what happens in the soil? See, we use what? Chemical fertilizers and all. It contains acid. Fine. So chemical fertilizers mostly contains acid. So when we use excess amount of chemical fertilizers, fine, it is basically what? Acidic. When you use excess amount of this, what happens? Plants do not grow well. Fine. The growth may reduce. Fine. The output may reduce of the plant. So when the soil is either too basic or too acidic, too basic, or we can say too acidic, then what you have to do? So we can do one thing. So what you will do? This is what? Acidic. So when too acidic is there, I mean like too much of acid is present in the soil, then what we have to do? We have to treat the soil with base, like we can say quick lime, or we can say slaked lime. Fine. Too acidic, we have to treat with quicklime and slaked lime. So quicklime chemical formula also we can say, that is calcium oxide, and slaked lime is nothing but calcium hydroxide. Fine. So quicklime chemical name is calcium oxide, slaked lime it is calcium hydroxide. So when the soil is contains too much of acid, then we have to treat it with what? Quicklime and as well as slaked lime. Why we have to treat it with these two? Since these two are basic in nature, acidic plus basic gives salt, that means neutral products. So gets neutralized, then the plant growth will increase or the growth will output will increase. Fine. So basically, if it is too basic, then what you have to do? If it is too basic, then organic matters are added. Organic matters. Now, why we are adding organic matters and all? Organic matter is what? Acidic. Organic matter releases acid. So when the soil is too basic, it releases acid, it gets neutralized. Same concept. Right? So two cases we have taken. One is when the soil has too much of acid, then what you have to do? Treat it with quicklime or slicklime, calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide. When it is too basic, you have to treat it with organic matter, called as we can say, because organic matter releases those acid, so it gets neutralized. Fine. So moving on to the fourth one. So last one, that is factory waste. So basically many factories releases what we can say through waste, many of the waste into the water bodies. Water body means sea, ocean, lake and all. Fine. So basically waste contains what? Factory waste basically contains acid. Fine. They are acidic in nature. Now the acid, what it causes? Acid may cause what? May kill the aquatic animals, we can say. Right? Aquatic animals. May kill aquatic animals because of the presence of what? Acid in the waste. To prevent that, what do you have to do? Acid is there, you have to treat it with what? This. So before throwing into the water bodies, they can treat the acidic or factory waste, which is nothing but acidic. Treat it with what? Base, so that it gets neutralized. Fine. This is the main concept in the applications also. The neutralization process is nothing but acid plus base gives you salt.